You ever see a deal that's just too good to be true? The kind that makes you hesitate, but your brain convinces you it's fine? That's exactly what happened to me. I needed a car. My old one was falling apart and my budget wasn't great. So when I found a 2017 Ford Fusion listed on Craigslist for half the market price, I jumped on it. The seller, a guy named Mike, was brief in his texts. Still available, cash only, meet at my place, 9 p.m. Sue, my best friend, didn't like it. Who the hell sells a car at night? She asked. I shrugged. Craigslist people are weird, but it's a killer deal. She sighed, shaking her head. Fine, but I'm coming with you. We left just before sundown, heading toward the next town. At first, everything was normal. Music playing, casual conversation, nothing strange. But as we got closer, things felt off. The roads became narrower, darker, houses became sparse, then disappeared altogether. The GPS kept rerouting, losing signal, the streetlights vanished. And then finally we saw it, the house. It sat at the end of a long dirt driveway, isolated, surrounded by trees. A single porch light flickered, casting eerie shadows. The yard was a mess, overgrown grass, weeds everywhere. But the car, it was perfect, spotless, not a single scratch. Something about it felt unnatural, like it didn't belong here. The front door creaked open. A man stepped out, tall, thin. Something about him wasn't right. His face was too long, his skin pale, his smile stretched too wide. You the one for the car? He asked. I nodded. He looked me over, then glanced at my pocket, the one where I had the cash. Sue shifted uneasily beside me. I could feel the tension radiating off her. Mike gestured toward the car. Go ahead, take a look. I walked up to the driver's side window, peering in. The interior was too clean, no dust, no signs of wear, like no one had ever driven it. Pop the hood? I asked. Mike hesitated for just a second. Then slowly he said, sure thing. As he moved toward the front, I reached for the hood latch. That's when Sue grabbed my arm. Someone's watching us, she whispered. My stomach dropped. I turned my head, trying to act casual. A shadow moved in the trees behind the house, then another. My pulse spiked. Sue's voice was low, urgent. We need to go. Now. Before I could respond, the porch light went out, plunging us into darkness, and suddenly 3 more figures emerged from the trees. It was a setup. Run! Sue screamed. Mike lunged at me. I barely dodged, stumbling backward. Sue grabbed my arm, yanking me toward the car. The men rushed forward. One had a bat. Another had a knife. This ain't personal, Mike called after us. Just business. Sue ripped open the car door. I jumped in, shoving the key into the ignition. A fist slammed against Sue's window. The men surrounded the car. Go, Sue shouted. I floored it. The tires kicked up gravel and dirt as we sped down the road. Headlights bounced over the rough terrain. The trees blurred past. Faster, faster. Are they following us? Sue shouted. I risked a glance in the mirror. The Ford Fusion was chasing us. What the hell? The Fusion slammed into our bumper. The tires screeched. The whole car shook. I swerved. The Fusion sped up again, coming for us, full speed. Sue's voice was frantic. Lose it. I yanked the wheel hard, just in time. The Fusion ripped past us, tires spinning, headlights flashing, and then it vanished. 1 second it was there. The next, it was gone. The road ahead was empty. We didn't stop driving until we hit a gas station miles away. Inside, we sat in stunned silence. Sue was the first to speak. You still think that was just a Craigslist deal? I swallowed hard. We're never talking about this again. We never reported it, never went back. But later that night, my phone buzzed. A new text from an unknown number. You forgot your car. Attached was a picture, a 2017 Ford Fusion parked outside my house. Another text appeared. It said, "Are you still in the market for the car? Let's make this happen, right here, right now."